As the days march on, of course, as we get closer and closer to that wonderful event that is, of course, forever with Meghan Markle launching on Netflix, desperate times literally call for desperate measures. Whether you agree or not, of course, it's a very difficult time for people trying to get eyeballs to television screens. We've seen that, haven't we, recently with the MSNBC, who've decided to get rid of Joy Reid amongst a plethora of other newscasters. I told you this was happening, chums. I work in television, I can see exactly what's going on behind the scenes, and these people simply don't learn their lesson. They don't understand what the audience want, what they want to watch, and more importantly, don't want to be lectured and hectored. It's you and I, we are out there struggling, literally, on the cost of living, ticket prices on trains, just general living. And there they are sitting in these multi-million-dollar mansions telling you this is where you're going wrong. You get the picture. But you see, Meghan and Harry, some might say, have not got the bigger picture. Oh no. You see, behind the scenes, as Meghan reveals more and more of her also private life in, some say, her own Montecito mansion, well, apparently things are going to, escalate. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. You're all right. Thank you so much for your time today. Lovely to have your company. And, oh yeah, sorry, we haven't had a wave. Nice to have you, as I say, your company. Do wave back. I can see. No, you're not waving. That's no good. I know. If you're a bit tired, don't worry. We'll put the cushion down. But you might spill the sherry. At this time, I was talking to someone about sherry the other day. I don't know if you still have a drop. It's not a drink that's in vogue anymore now, is it? It used to. When I worked in bars, sherry was a big thing. Do you like sherry over ice? Yes, apparently that's very nice. But it's really good for warming you up. And if you are on a budget, you have to think of these things, don't you? Whiskey does the trick for me. Do the dance of the seven veils when you've had a nip of that, can't you? But apparently sweet sherry, Bristol cream apparently, one of the best. Yes, if you need warming up, think about that, chums. It might be cheaper than turning on your heating. This might be cheaper than turning on your telly as well, because behind the scenes, as you remember, Prince Harry decided, not so long ago now, to do something which was a strange thing in a sense, but a lot of bucks, so you can understand why he signed on. Harry needs a lot of money. He's got a very expensive wife to keep, who likes to be drenched in Cartier and whatever. Now here's where it gets interesting, because when he appeared on this show, the Jimmy Fallon show for NBC, well, it was a strange thing. He was helping to promote a Halloween event, that sort of thing. And it didn't really take off, and it wasn't particularly spectacularly successful. I think it was called Nightmares or something like that. Now, apparently there's a bidding war, yes, if that's possible, a bidding war amongst the days coming down now for Meghan to appear on the Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel show, both apparently late night stalwarts in America. Don't cut any sort of crusts here. We don't necessarily know them. I've met them both, pleasant enough people, but not in the golden days of the likes of Johnny Carson or Jack Parr or Dick Cavett. I liked all of those because they let the guests speak and it wasn't about them. I remember watching Jimmy Fallon, I think with Madonna, he just took over. I thought, let the woman speak, but that's the thing, isn't it? Now, here's where it gets interesting, because apparently La Markle is interested because she wants to show her authentic side and plug her TV show, obviously. But it comes with stipulations, things he's allowed to ask, things he's not allowed to ask, and they want bombshells for the money that they're offering. So you see how this becomes difficult. For Meghan herself, though, she said she doesn't necessarily need to appear on this chat show because she believes, get this, chums, that the show will be successful regardless whether she pops up or not. Her team around her are saying this is a great way of righting wrongs and basically getting her version of events out there. And apparently Jimmy and the other Jimmy will be very soft, kind and not exploratory at all. Now, it didn't really work for Harry, and it certainly didn't work for him with Stephen Colbert, did it? But apparently Meghan's a bit of an old hand at the chat show circuit and believes that she can control the narrative. And as we're speaking right now, shall we say, intense negotiations are going on behind the scenes. Would that make you stay up late to tune in to watch Meghan reveal all, literally late at night, ahead of that TV show? I'd love to know what you think. Please comment and be polite and share. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.